Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I have been firing out messages in the last day, and I think that's what I wanted to talk about. I think I've noticed there are a couple things swirling up here. One is that I think I've noticed a lot of growth in the last just under a year. I think so. I mean, obviously, but in terms of this particular topic of reaching out to people, I think I've just gotten a lot more comfortable reaching out to people. And maybe that's partially because most of the people that I've reached out to are kind of warm leads, just like people that I've talked to before or messaged before or know about, that kind of thing. So maybe that's helped. That's why I said I kind of questioned it. I still hesitate on jumping on calls. I know I can do it. It's just, it's less comfortable, A message is just easy. It's comfortable. There's no discomfort associated with it. So, so yeah. And now I think I'm forgetting the other thing. Beautiful. Been firing off messages. I have been. I got another guy to check it out. I don't know that he's my target customer, but I think I'm just trying to build the early adopter base with anybody and starting from my inner circle working out. Another thing that I had thought about chatting about is just the value of, I'm finally realizing the power and value of a network. Because, here's something interesting. The guy that I met in Bali, who gave me some of the first early feedback for the previous site that I made and gave a great vision for what that site could be, which is more like what it is now. I reached out to him, and he's been focused super hard on his new his own SaaS business, and I had gotten a kind of feeling of I wonder if he's not even interested in, because I've seen him not posting as many YouTube videos lately, and I was I wonder if he's not as interested anymore. And he wrote back. There might have been a little miscommunication, but he wrote back and he was I'd be interested to check it out, but not right now, maybe later. That he's got his his process right now, and he's just focused on work. And I was I'm now in a position where one person saying no and the person that helped me with the vision saying no, he's not interested, is not a big deal anymore, because I have a network of other people and I know generally how to reach out to the people that are my target customer. But I've had a couple of these reflections of where would I be if I hadn't taken the leap and joined this group that I joined. Like, I wouldn't be in Granada, and look at this. I wouldn't be in Granada. I don't know. I think I would have still, when did I join? March. I think I would have still built what I built, but maybe it would have taken longer, or maybe it would have looked different. But certainly right now, I would have had one lead, and that lead said no. And now I'd be like, well, now what? You know? And so I'm finally understanding. And I'll share another thing on the topic of the network while I'm here. Is I was walking around with the other guys staying at this house. We went into Granada, and I don't know, somehow the conversation got brought up of like a helicopter ride or something. It was more a joke, but I was like, okay, let's say you're given $1 million on the spot. How quickly do you think you could get a helicopter ride from Granada back to the house? Or just like insert any location, like from Granada to Malaga. And the answer that one of the guys said was actually not what I was expecting, because I was like, I have no idea how I would even do that. Like, you have the financial resources. It's just a matter of how do you put the pieces together, you know? And I was like, I have no idea. And he was like, probably 15 minutes. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I'm part of this group, networking group of like super high level people. It costs 10,000 a year. And it's like only super high level people. Wow, this is gorgeous. Unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, it's like, I'm part of this super high level group of people. Like, he got in really early, and he's like, that's the type of group that if you send a message out like, hey, I need a helicopter ride from Granada to Malaga, like, it would be one of the guys in there like owns a helicopter company in Spain and like has a connection with someone in Granada, like that kind of thing. And I was like, I understand now. So anyway, I am now learning the power of people. So what else is going on? I mean, really the main focus is just firing off messages, trying to get early users, and wait and see what the YouTube API team says. But it's a weekend. It is now the second weekend or third weekend. So anyway, I'm not waiting around anymore. I can validate what I need to validate with the quota that I have. So aside from that, I think I sprained my ankle, the inner part of my left ankle, like right on the bone. It's fine to walk, but when I like twist it in certain ways, I feel like some pain there. And when I was running the other day, when I was pushing off, I was getting some pain. So I have been trying to take it easy. There's a sauna at the house, so I've been doing that, and a pool. been jumping in, doing a little like a hot and cold plunge type thing. And most of this is not from the house, but my Whoop stats have been like on point this week. I've been doing a lot of working out, going to Anytime Fitness, pushing hard, and getting pretty good sleep. I wouldn't say perfect because some of these days were not 100%, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, are very good sleep. And what I feel like I have less control over is my recovery scores, and they have been like all off the charts green. So there's something I still haven't pieced together, and that is when I went back to the US, and it was like literally the day that I got back to the US, my recovery scores went down. Or my HRV, resting heart rate, respiratory rate, mostly my HRV like went down a lot. And when I was in Europe and Southeast Asia last year, they went up, like in a good, like up is good. They went up a lot. And I'm still trying to figure out why that is. And I don't know. I can't tell if it's like how much is lifestyle, how much is air quality, how much is stress maybe. That actually is something I haven't thought about. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But anyway, doing good. Gonna write a life update post, and I will share all of my metrics. I have been trying to beat everyone and sweep the Whoop championships. Sunday morning gun show, I guess. I don't know. Whoop championships in this group, and I think I might make it to get number 1 strain, number 1 recovery score, and number 1 sleep average for the entire week. So we'll see. Anyway, that's what's going on. Doing well, firing messages out to people, trying to beat my team in Whoop championships. See you tomorrow.